Offensively for the Chiefs, Mike Nordengren is in left field, Greg Cheyenne in center, and Chris Hess in right. Dave Wagner at third, Jim Nichols is at short, Jeff Lipscomb at second, and Dave Blake at first. A battery of Steve Moga and Brian Nilles. For Moga, this is his 8th game appearance. He has won 1, lost 1, and has 1 save. He has thrown 18 in the third innings, allowed 7 runs that are earned, 11 overall. He has walked 13, struck out 9. He has an earned run average of 3.50. He has allowed 20 hits in that 18 and a third inning of work. 5 of those 20 hits have been for extra bases. So the right-hander warming up. Steve Moga, a sophomore, 5'10", 150-pounder from Hinckley Big Rock High School. The Blackhawk College Braves did not take a spring trip this year down south. They have only played 8 games as opposed to the Chiefs' total of 23. Blackhawk comes into this contest with a 5-3 mark. Our umpires for today's doubleheader, Kurt Sir and Dan Swanson. Infield has tossed the ball around, and we're just about ready to get this thing underway as the Chiefs and the Braves take on each other in a doubleheader. Probably the worst weather that we've had this spring. It's chilly, the wind is blowing straight out towards left field, and it is an overcast day. Leading off for the Blackhawk College Braves is Mark Zwicker, the center fielder. Zwicker on the year hitting at .353, no extra base hits, and 3 runs batted in. Left-hand hitter steps in, and we're just about ready to get the ball game underway as Steve Moga will look into Brian Nilles for the sign. Brian will put up the target, and the first pitch of the ball game from Moga is a fastball missing low for ball 1. 1-0 the count, the outfield straight away as we get this game underway. Dave Wagner, even with the grass at third. Left-hand hitter waits, choked up on the bat handle about a half-inch, shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes outside for a ball 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes as we're just underway here in Sugar Grove as the Chiefs and the Braves battle in a non-conference twin bill. Fastball low, and the count quickly goes to 3-0. These 2 teams have met in a doubleheader only once before. That was in Moline in 1980, and the 2 teams split the doubleheader. Moga, the right-hander, delivers a fastball strike at the knees, and it's 3-1. Takes on all the way. Head coach Steve Eckert down in the coach's box at third for the Blackhawk College Braves. Moga ready. The right-hander kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and the count is even at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the wind blowing strong and straight out towards left. Here's the wind. The payoff pitch. Fastball foul tip off the glove of the catcher Nilles. So Zwicker just barely hangs in there, and the count stays full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Zwicker to be followed by Mark Burrow and then Jeff Appleman. Again, the Chiefs, 13-10 overall. They're 2-0 already in the Skyway Conference after their big doubleheader sweep yesterday. Moga, the right-hander, kicks. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fastball misses down at low, and there's a base on balls as Zwicker gets the free pass to first base. Brian Nilles holding that pitch for a while, making sure that the umpire got a good look at it. Here's the third baseman, Mark Burrow. Burrow, a .360 hitter on the year, a double, a triple, a homer, and 4 runs batted in. Blackhawk College with the gold jersey shirts with the black and white trim, black pants with a gold and white trim. Steve Moga, of course, now working from the stretch. Zwicker with a lead. The throw goes over there. Zwicker does have 1 stolen base so far to his credit. Steps his lead off first. Moga with a stretch. And the pitch misses low and inside with a fastball, and it's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Moga again coming in with a 1-1 record, making his 8th appearance, high on the ball club as far as number of games pitched. 1-0 delivery. There's a fastball strike, knee high on the outer half of the plate, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Chiefs are 7-0 since coming back from their southern trip. Won the final 2 games of that trip and 7 in a row since for that 9-game streak. Here's the stretch, the pitch, curveball, strike at the knees, and the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield fairly straight away. The first baseman Blake holding the runner on at first. The stretch. Moga looks towards first, now comes home with the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. There goes the runner onto the late steal, the throw down, and he's in wet first with a stolen base. Zwicker did not break right away. Dave Randall upset a little bit over the fact that the batter, Burrow, crossed in front of the path of the catcher, Brian Nillis, saying that it impeded Brian's attempt to throw out the runner at second base, and the umpire is not going to buy it, it appears, and so Zwicker will be on with the stolen base. Burrow with the strikeout. The scheduled hitter, first baseman Jeff Appelman. Dave Randall now discussing things with both umpires as the base umpire has come in to join on the conversation. Again, the discussion continuing. In the meantime, it looks like Blackhawk will have that runner at second base and one out. Dave Randall still stepping around the base at home plate, trying to explain to the umpires what he saw. Right now, the men in blue don't see it the same way. As Brian Nillis did look like he was going to throw, then held back as he had the man in front of him and then had to reload and fire again. By that time, it was too late. So it'll stand with a runner at second base in Zwicker with one out, and the batter is first baseman Jeff Appelman. Appelman hitting .455 on the year, no extra base hits, and 5 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter stepping up to the plate against Moga. Outfield, straight away. First baseman Blake in on the grass. Here's the breaking ball low and away, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Moga with the big red and gold 32 on the back of his black jersey. Long sleeve shirt jersey. Here's the stretch. The 1-0 fastball misses a little high, and the count 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. First of a doubleheader. We'll have both games for you here on 1280 this afternoon. Moga looks into Nillis for the sign, gets it. Here comes the stretch. The look back to second on the pitch. Fastball misses low, and now the count goes to 3-0. Now the shortstop, Jim Nichols, in to try and settle down the right-hander. Three balls, no strikes the count. Zwicker on at second with 1 out. Rick Dury, the power-hitting catcher of Blackhawk College, on deck. Moga with a stretch, and the 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball strike, 3-1. The take sign was on as Appelman had to look at the fastball down the middle. So the count 3-1. Would have to guess that the take sign is off as the count 3-1. Zwicker with his leadoff second. Here's the stretch, and the 3-1. Sidearm pitch, a fastball strike, 3-2. Appelman waves and misses at the sidearm delivery of Steve Moga. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count rides full to the right-hand hitter, who's now up on that bat handle about an inch or so. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball drilled into left center field. A base hit just over the outstretched glove of the shortstop Nichols. The runner at second had to hold up. The throw comes in. It's not cut off. That allows the batter Appelman to take second base. That'll be a single, and he'll take second on the throw in. The runner at second, Zwicker, had to hold up as Nichols came awfully close to snarling that line drive, so he only gets as far as third base. But right now, there are runners at second and third, only 1 out, and here's the catcher, Rick Dury. Dury on the year hitting a hefty .440 with 2 doubles, no triples, 7 homers, and a team-high 15 runs batted in. This ball club has 10 home runs in 8 games. Dury has 7 of them. So Steve Moga is going to have to be careful. With runners at second and third, 1 out. This early, the infield playing back. Working from the stretch, Moga delivers a breaking ball low and away. Trickles behind catcher Brian Nillis, but not far enough for the runners to advance. Count 1 ball, no strike. Big action coming up for the Chiefs later this week. On Tuesday, they'll be in Chicago to take on Truman. Truman, the defending Skyway Conference champions, and as Dave Randall says, the favorites to win it again this year. 1-0 pitch into the dirt. Good stop by catcher Brian Millis, and the count 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top half of inning number 1. No score, but Blackhawk College is threatening. Right-hand hitter stepping out, 3-0. Be careful. He, with his strength, could have the green light. Straightaway stance in the box. Moga with a stretch and the pitch on the way. And there's a strike at the knees. 3-1, the count on the right-hand hitter. Zwicker takes the lead off third. Appleman leads off second. Moga with his stretch comes down to the waist and the pitch. Backs him away from the plate for ball 4. Second base on balls issued by Moga here in the first, and Blackhawk College with a full-fledged threat here. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the batter, second baseman Dan White. Third baseman Wagner, first baseman Blake in on the cutaway. First baseman Blake is actually on the grass. Shortstop and second a double play. 1-0 the count. Braves threatening with the bases loaded, 1 out. Chiefs looking for the double play to end the inning without any damage being done. Here's the stretch. The 1-0 delivery fouls it straight back, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. And the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike to second baseman Dan White. Millis with a sign. Moga again working from the stretch, the pitch. Breaking ball misses low for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Chiefs, as we mentioned, coming in with a 13-10 record and a 9-game winning streak. If they win this first game, they'll tie the school record. The pitch, sidearm pitch, driven deep. Left field, Nordengren on the run. He reaches out and makes the one-hand catch. The runner at third, Zwicker, will tag, and he will score. Runners at first and second hold, and Blackhawk College takes a 1-0 lead. Any ball hit high into the air, deep in left field, you have to wonder about the way the wind is blowing, but it stayed in, and Nordengren chased it down in left field. So a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Dan White, his 11th of the year. It's a 1-0 ball game, and the batter is the designated hitter, Andy Gray. Runners at first and second, 2 out and a run in. Moga stretches, the pitch, breaking ball into the dirt. Good stop by Brian Millis behind the plate, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Strike zone jumping around on Steve Moga a little bit here in the first inning. A couple of walks along with a base hit, and a deep fly has made it a 1-0 ball game. The pitch, pop foul, first base side. That'll be out of play. Dave Blake giving chase, but then running out of real estate, and the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Blackhawk College. Chiefs have scored 151 runs in their 23 ball games. Had a big offensive day yesterday. A ball and a strike, the count on Andy Gray. Here's the stretch. Moga kicks and fires. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman Lipscomb up with it. Has it over to first base, and that retires the side. Well, it could have been a lot worse. In the first inning, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 2 left. After the first half inning of play, it's Blackhawk College 1 and the Waubonsee Chiefs coming to bat. And as always, we're brought to you by the 1280 Sports Boosters. This sports broadcast brought to you in part by your good friends at Champion Federal. Champion Federal is proud to be a part of the WMRO Sports Booster Club. You'll always get quality repairs at a fair price at Paul & Bill Standard, and a run through the car wash will keep your car looking great. Take your car to Paul & Bill Standard at Galena and Oak in Aurora. And if you insure your home or automobile with Country Companies, you could be saving money. To find out more, contact the Country Companies agent by calling 844-2400 or stop by Country Companies at 2111 Plum Street in Aurora. First of all, the batting order for the Chiefs. Leading off and playing left field, Mike Nordengren. Batting second and playing second, Jeff Lipscomb. Hitting third and playing center field, Greg Cheyenne. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Dave Blake. Batting fifth and playing third base, Dave Wagner. Hitting 6th, the designated hitter, Don Heath. Batting 7th, the catcher, Brian Nillis. Hitting 8th and playing right field, Chris Hess. And batting 9th, the shortstop, Jim Nichols. Defensively for Blackhawk College, Dave Scudder in left, Mark Zwicker in center, and Troy Lewis in right. Mark Burrell at third, Kevin Clear at short, Dan White at second, and Jeff Appleman at first. A battery of Steve Fulbert and Rick Dury. Fulbert making his 4th start of the year. He has won 1 and lost 1 in 13 and a third innings, allowed 15 hits, 17 runs, only 6 of which, though, have been earned. He has struck out 15, walked 5 for an earned run average of 4.06. So Mike Nordengren to start things off for the Chiefs here in Game 1. They're down already by a score of 1-0. Nordengren on the year hitting at 175. 2 doubles, no triples, no homers, and 2 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter who had a fine year for the Chief basketball program. 6'1", 160-pound freshman from Newark. Right-hander Steve Fulbert comes underneath with the first pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here the right-hander again. Sidearms, fastball strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Yesterday, Waubonsee defeated Wright 10-1 in the opener as the pitch low, 2-1. And I believe the final was in the 17-1 range, I believe. In Game 2. Here's the sidearm pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Shortstop Clear has it across the diamond just in time for the out, 1 away. So Nordengren bounces out to the shortstop, 1 down. The batter is second baseman Jeff Lipscomb. Lipscomb hitting .371 on the year with 5 doubles, no triples, no homers, and 11 runs batted in. Chiefs winning yesterday 10-1 and 17-1 to open up the Skyway Conference. Right-hand hitter, Lipscomb, a sophomore from West Aurora, 5'9", 155-pounder. First pitch is sidearm fastball for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Last of the first inning, the sidearm fastball again misses high, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Lipscomb with a 4-for-7 doubleheader yesterday. Sidearmer again, this is inside, and the count is 2-1. Lipscomb with a double among those 4 hits. Right-hander Steve Fulbert delivers. Ground ball, foul, just outside the bag at third. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Greg Cheyenne, the center fielder, due next. Fulbert, a right-hander who looks like... Oh, the gold... Well, I'll tell you in a moment here. Here's the pitch on the way. Sidearmer, that hit him. Hit him right in the leg, and so Jeff Lipscomb will get first base on the hit batsman. First time he has been hit this year. The batter, Greg Cheyenne, the center fielder. 508 hitter on the year. 4 doubles, a triple, no homers, and 12 runs batted in. Cheyenne 3-for-7. This right-hander, Fulbert, between the gold and black uniform, the fact that he's a right-hander and tall and thin and with that sidearm motion reminds you a lot of Kent Ticovey out there. There's the pitch, sidearm fastball, rolls all the way to the backstop. Lipscomb will motor on to second, take a wide turn, and then hold up about a third of the way and head back to second base. Wild pitch, and so now the Chiefs with a runner in scoring position with 1 out, and the count 1-0 to Greg Cheyenne. So the Chiefs with a tying run in scoring position, with Dave Blake due next. Third baseman Mark Burrell in to have a word with his pitcher. The stretch, the 1-0. Fastball misses low and away, 2-0. 2 balls, no strike. 1:30 in the Fox Valley. You're in tune to your season ticket for sports. 1280 radio, WMRO, Aurora, Naperville. Steve Klauke with you, live from Sugar Grove. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Rick Dury, the catcher, with the sign, puts up the target, and the 3-0 pitch. And it's inside. He walked him. So Cheyenne gets the free pass, and with a hit batsman and a walk after 1 out, there are runners at first and second. The batter, first baseman Dave Blake. 318 hitters, 3 doubles, a triple, 5 homers, 17 record. It's 14 career home runs.
Come on, Dave, bring her in.
That total of 14 homers breaks the record set by Bob Clark in 1978 and 79. Blake waits. Obert, the delivery, the pitch. Outside, off the glove of the catcher, Dury. The runners will move up to second and third. That'll be a wild pitch as Dury had to lunge far to his left, and he just did get a piece of it with his glove. So now the Chiefs have the tying run 90 feet away. Go-ahead run is at second base. Blake 17 runs batted in at the moment. The team high for the Chiefs. And has a golden opportunity to add to that total now with runners at second and third. Again, being the first inning, the infield will still play back and concede the run, going for the out. Here's Fulbert now working from the windup. The pitch inside, and it's 2-0. Well, you have to think Dave Blake, being the left-handed power hitter, would enjoy seeing a right-hand side armor going. Now he just has to get one in the wheelhouse. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike just above the knees of the outside part of the plate, and the count 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Lipscomb at third, Cheyenne at second. Here's the line, the 2-1 from Fulbert. Krill, diving play by the shortstop. Clear, he'll flip to second for the double play as Cheyenne wanders too far off the bag. A sensational diving catch to his right by the shortstop, Kevin Clear, and he turns it into a double play. Blake hit a rocket, but it turns out to be a double play. Line drive to the shortstop for the first down, and a 6-4 put out for the double play. So, no runs, no hits. A walk, a hit batsman, and 1 left. And at the end of 1, the score is Blackhawk 1 and Waubonsee nothing. Love's Editing Legacy by Jeanette Oakey and Bethany House Publishers is available now at Cross Reference Bookstore, 630 Lake Street, Aurora. Ketley and Company Realtors averages 1 home sold every business day. Call 896-4485. Ketley and Company Realtors, 460 West Galena, a new leader for New Aurora. Luigi's has literally millions of choices of pizza when it comes to pizza, because Luigi's offers regular pan and deep dish pizza with a choice of 15 ingredients. Order a pizza just the way you want it at Luigi's today. And Ace Hardware in Aurora has expanded and opened up a new store in Batavia at Wilson and Randall Roads. Stop in and see Ace's new store of the future, Wilson and Randall Roads in Batavia. Moving to the second inning, it'll be the bottom third of the order for Steve Eckert's Blackhawk Braves. It'll be Troy Lewis, Dave Scudder, and Kevin Clear to face Steve Moga in a 1-0 ball game. Blackhawk with the lead. Troy Lewis to start things off for the Braves. 0 for 2 so far in the young season. He has appeared in 2 again. The Braves have played only 8 games so far. They come in with a 5-3 record. In comparison, the Chiefs are playing their 24th. Well, Troy Lewis to start it off now for the Braves. Steve Moga, the right-hander. Here's the line, the pitch on the way, and a fastball strike, and it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to the right-hand hitter. Moga fires, and it misses a ball, 1-1. Had 2 impressive wins for the Chiefs during the fall season. Here's a pitch swung on, tap foul behind home plate. A ball and 2 strikes for the right-hand hitter. He's a sophomore in business administration. Right-hander Steve Moga gets the sign from Brian Nellis on the pitch. Swung on, looped towards left. Norton gives him a long run. That's going to fall in for a base hit. He'll play it on the roll. Wide turn at first by Lewis, and he'll hold up. Troy Lewis picks up his first base hit of the year. He really didn't hit that one well. He hit it off the bat handle, and right now he feels like his right hand is full with about 50 bees stinging it all at once because he is shaking it down there. Second hit for the Braves in the ball game. Their leadoff man on for the second straight inning. The batter, left fielder Dave Scudder. 143 hitter on the year. He's 1 for 7. That one hit a double. And so Lewis on at first base. Third baseman Wagner. Even with a bag at third right now. First baseman Blake holding the runner. Second baseman Jeff Lipscomb shaded towards the middle. Here's the windup of the pitch. Ground ball. Fair ball down the third base line. Here's Lewis around second. He'll head for third. Motoring on to second with a double is Dave Scudder. Runners at second and third and nobody out. As Scudder bounced that one just in between Wagner and the bag at third. Hit number 3 for the Braves in the ball game, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, shortstop Kevin Clear. Clear, an 071 hitter. No extra base hits, 2 runs batted in. Is 1 for 14 on the year. Time is called as Dave Randall out to have a word with his pitcher as back-to-back base hits, the second of which being a double, sets the table for the Braves. They had bases loaded 1 out in the first and got only 1 run out of it. Now they have runners at second and third and nobody out. Dave Randall, in his 9th year as the head coach of the Chiefs, was the team captain here 13 years ago. Picked up 151 victories in his 8 years coming into the season, so that gives him here in his 9th year 164 coaching victories here at Waubonsee. And so Dave, after his conversation, trots back to the dugout. Runners at second and third and nobody out. Let's see how he'll play the infield defense here. Again, we're early. And it looks like he'll have them in at the corners and back at short and second. Steve Moga, the right-hander, looks in. It's his sign, comes to the stretch and the pitch. Fastball, there's the bunt on the safety squeeze, and the bunt rolls foul, and the count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Actually, the way he laid that down, it looked more like Clear was bunting for a base hit. Third baseman Wagner was not, rather the runner at third, Lewis, was not coming in right away on that play. So the count, 0-1. Mark Zwicker, leadoff hitter, on deck for Blackhawk. 0-1 the count. Speaking of Blackhawk, we'll try to keep you updated on how the Chicago Blackhawks are doing. They're taking on the St. Louis Blues at the stadium today. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, popped up down the right field line. That could be trouble. No, second baseman Lipscomb over makes the catch. Still on the infield dirt. Runners will have to hold. And so there's 1 out, a big out there as they keep the ball in the infield in the air. And so the pop out to the second baseman Lipscomb, 1 out. The batter now, the leadoff hitter, Mark Zwicker, walked and scored in the first. In that hockey game today, the Blackhawks win. They're the North Division champions. If they lose, they wind up third. And if they tie, they wind up in second. Left-hand hitter Zwicker waiting. Again, the infield in at the corners, back at short and second. The first pitch, a fastball outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Troy Lewis, the runner at third. Dave Scudder on at second. Moga looking in. Dillis with the sign, the target, and the throw to third. The runner back in standing up. One ball, no strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Moga in the stretch, the pitch. Fastball misses low for a ball. 2-0. One out, runners at second and third. Braves had this in the first inning, got a walk and then a sacrifice fly for their only run. Top half of the second inning, 1-0 in favor of the Braves, and they're looking to widen that lead. Here's the stretch, the 2-0, shows bunt, pulls it back on a fastball high, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Outfield fairly straight away. Mark Burrell, the third baseman, due next. Here's the stretch. And the 3-0 delivery. Fastball strike, 3-1. Got it knee high over the outer half of the plate. Runners taking their lead. Moga again looking in for the sign from Brian Nillis. Here's the stretch and the 3-1 pitch. Little tapper towards the hill. The runner at third will have to hold the throw to first base in time, and there's 2 out. Just a little dribbler back to Moga, and the runner at third had to hold. Moga taking an extra glance towards third to make sure that the runner wasn't going anywhere. Threw high, but Dave Blake was able to pull it down for the out. Now there's 2 out. The infield will be able to drop back all the way around, and they're now just 1 out of getting out of this jam without any problems. Mark Burrell, the third baseman, the batter, went down swinging his first time up. Moga again working from the stretch. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went right over the top of a breaking pitch, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Right-hand hitter waits. Here's the stretch, the 0-1. Curveball again. That one just missing, and the count even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Then the infield drops back. Here's the stretch, the 1-1. Tried to hold up, did he? Apparently, and the count 2-1 as the pitch misses up and in. Burrell started after it, but held up just in time. 2 balls and a strike to count. Moga has struggled to keep ahead of the hitters. 2-1 pitch, a little bit tight, and the count 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. First baseman Jeff Appleman due next. Moga peers in for his sign. Here's the stretch, the 3-1. Curve, tapper right back to Moga on 1 hop. He'll whirl through to first for the out, and he gets out of the jam. Good job of pitching by Steve Moga. Runners at second and third, nobody out. He got an infield pop-up and 2 comebackers to the hill, and that retires the side with no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. After an inning and a half, it's still Blackhawk 1, Waubonsee nothing. On the Mark Body Shop believes that if a job is worth doing, then do it right. On the Mark Body Shop even guarantees their work for 1 full year. On the Mark Body Shop in Montgomery. Home, health, car, and business. You will receive personal attention from your total insurance needs with Frazier & Evans Insurance, 70 South River Street in Aurora. And if you have problems with your plumbing system, or if you can't get enough hot water for your shower, you need to call Kuhn Plumbing and Heating Supplies. They can do the work, or you can do it yourself. Either way, you'll get quality service and special prices from Kuhn Plumbing and Heating, 65 Washington Street in Oswego. For the Chiefs in the second inning, they'll have Dave Wagner, Don Heath, and Brian Nillis coming up, the 5, 6, and 7 batters in Dave Randall's order. Dave Wagner stepping things off. Wagner hitting at .327 on the year with 7 doubles, 2 triples, no homers, 11 runs batted in. Wagner, the 6-foot, 170-pound freshman from Aurora Central Catholic High School. Here's the line. The side armor delivers way outside into the backstop. It goes, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strike to Dave Wagner. Chiefs had a threat in the first, second, and third. 1 out, did not convert. There's a fastball low, 2-0. As Dave Blake hit a cannon shot, the shortstop clear, made a diving catch of, and turned it into a double play as the runner at second, Cheyenne, had wandered off the bag too far. 2-0 sidearm delivery again outside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Right-hander Steve Fulbert kicks and throws. There's one outside for ball 4. second walk issued by Fulbert already in the ball game, along with a hit batter. And the batter now is DH Don Heath. Heath hitting at .327 on the year. 4 doubles, no triples, no homers, and 13 runs batted in.
All right, let's move you guys.
5'8", 165-pound sophomore stepping to the plate with the runner at first. Infield creeping in at the corner. Here's a pitch shot on one hop to third. Might be two to second one, and to first for the double play. Again, Heath hit a cannon shot that the third baseman Bernal has reached down and speared. Got it on one hop, and they turned it nicely. 5-4-3 to the double play, and now there's 2 out and nobody on base. Brings up catcher Brian Nilles. 6'1", 180-pound sophomore from Aurora Central Catholic High School, hitting at .361 on the year. 3 doubles, no triples, a homer, and 5 runs batted in.
All right, start it over, Brian. Start it up.
Right-hand hitter waits the pitch, and a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Both plays that the double plays have been made on has been counted. There's a pitch that went behind Brian Nilles, and the count 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Blake hit a rocket. The ball that he hit into a double play, and the one that Heath just smacked was a shot off the bat. Here's the pitch, fastball missing. A little bit low. 2-1 the count. Right-hander Fulbert kicks and delivers, and he brings that one over the inside corner above the knees. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swing, and he just got a piece of it, rolling it to the backstop. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Chiefs looking to tie their school record for consecutive victories. Here's the pitch, little tapper foul. And so the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Waubonsee travels to Chicago Tuesday to take on Truman. Our next Chief broadcast will be 2 weeks from today when they host Triton. 2-2 sidearm pitch, just a little bit inside. The catcher Fulbert and the pitcher, or rather the catcher Dory and the pitcher Fulbert started off towards the dugout. Umpire's umpire says, "Where are you going?" That's ball 3. So the count full, 3-2 to Brian Nilles. Here's the pitch on the way, and it misses low and away for ball 4. Third walk issued by Steve Fulbert. The batter, right fielder Chris Hess. Hess hitting at .375, 2 doubles, no triples, a homer, and 13 runs batted in. Chris, the 5'10", 165-pound freshman from Aurora Central Catholic. And the courtesy runner in for the Chiefs, Scott Kaywall, running for Nilles. He's got good speed out there. He has stolen 17 bases already. There he goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw bounces in, and he's in with Hess, who has that 1 home run. Hit it in yesterday's game opener. He had a double and a homer in the first game against Wright yesterday. Wound up 3 for 3. 1 for 3 in the second game, and that pitch hit him. Well, I tell you what, Fulbert has been all over the place today. 3 walks and 2 hit batsmen. Here's the shortstop, Jim Nichols. Nichols batting at .254, a double, no triples, no homers, and 8 runs batted in. And now the coach of Blackhawk College, Steve Eckert, out to have a word with his pitcher. Let's see, nothing in their statistical sheet that shows anything about hit batsmen, but Fulbert has been all over the place, and he has hit 2 batters. And now the Chiefs have runners at the corners, 2 out. Shortstop Jim Nichols scheduled. The only thing that has saved the day for pitcher Steve Fulbert is his defense, turning a big double play in the first and in the second inning. Chiefs still without a base hit. But you have to think with his sidearm delivery, the way he comes down under like this, that he'll be a different story the second time around for these Chief hitters. So Jim Nichols stepping up, one of the team captains, 5'11", 165-pound sophomore from Newark. Runners at the corners, 2 out here in the last of the second inning. The pitch from Fulbert, swing and a miss. Runner down to second. Now the runner at third breaks. The throw's going to be late. We're tied at 1. Now the runner's still trapped. The throw goes into center field. Backed up by the center fielder's Wicker. So the Chiefs work the double steal, and we're tied at 1. The problem there,
that thing comes off the ball.
Double steal works, and so the Chiefs run their way into a tie ball game.
All right, Jim.
One of the bigger problems there was, I'm not sure if it was a shortstop or second baseman who took the throw. He was running Hess back to first and did not see K-Wall break until it was too late. No way in the world he was going to throw Scout out at the plate. So it's a 1-1 ball game. 1-0, the count to Nichols with a runner at second base. Here's the stretch and the pitch, high and outside, 2-0. One ball, one strike. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. High fly ball, left field. Dave Scudder backing up near the corner is there, and he makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Chiefs come back to tie it up in the second on 1 run. No hits, an error, and 1 left. A couple of walks and a hit batter helping out along the way. At the end of 2, it's the Chiefs 1 and the Braves 1. If you'd like to get more convenience and services from the financial institution you choose, think Second First. The Old Second National Bank can provide you with extensive financial services as well as the ultimate in banking convenience. Think Second First. The Old Second National Bank, member FDIC. 3, 4, and 5 hitters scheduled for Blackhawk College here in the third. Jeff Appleman, Rick Dury, and Dan White as the Chiefs have gotten their way back into the ball game. It's 1-1. Again, in just a moment, we'll try to give you an update on what's happening at the stadium this afternoon. As again, the Blackhawks need to beat St. Louis for first place. If they tie, they wind up in second. If they lose, they finish third. If they win, they'll open up the playoffs at home on Wednesday against Toronto. If they tie, they'll open up at home Wednesday against St. Louis. And if they lose, they'll wind up opening up Wednesday at Minnesota. So Jeff Appleman to lead it off for Blackhawk here in the third. He singled his first time up. So he lined one just over the outstretched glove. The shortstop Nichols his first time up. 1-1 ball game, Blackhawk College, 1 run, 3 hits. The Chiefs, 1 run, no hits. Right-hander Steve Moga looks in. Winds and delivers. Breaking ball strike, 0-1. Wiggled off the hook last inning when he gave up a single and then a double, putting runners at second and third and nobody out. But getting out of the jam. 0-1, popped up. Right side of the infield. First baseman Dave Blake makes the call and the play for out number 1 as he's just to the first base side of the hill when he makes the catch. 1 down to the batter, catcher Rick Dury walked his first time up. This is the first time the Chief right-hander has retired the leadoff man. So Dury stepping up. Walked to fill the bases in the first. Right-hander Moga looking in. That was the sign of the target, the pitch. Breaking ball, strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the third in a 1-1 ball game. Here's the wind, the pitch, and that one misses a little inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Moga ready, the 1-1. Fastball low and outside, 2-1. Outfield, straight away and deep for the right-hand hitter. Here's the 2-1 delivery. smashed, base hit past the diving Dave Wagner at third. And so Dury will take the turn, fall, but go back on to first base for hit number 4 for the Braves. And so a runner at first base and 1 out, and the batter is second baseman Dan White. White delivered Blackhawks' only run so far on a sacrifice fly. The courtesy runner will be Bo Krebs for Rick Dury. So Bo Krebs pinch running here in the third. He did not do so first time around. With 12 and a half minutes to go in the first period, St. Louis and the Blackhawks 0-0. Again, we'll try to keep you up to date on that all afternoon long. Krebs with the lead off first. Here's the pitch. Fastball strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Andy Gray, the DH, due next. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball into the dirt. Good stop by catcher Brian Nilles. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dan White stepping out to take a look at the sign from third from Coach Steve Eckert. Now steps back in. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Instead, the throw to first base. The runner did not have all that big of a lead and is in standing up. 1-1 the count. Moga ready. Here comes the stretch. And the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss. At a pitch about ankle high, and the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield, pulled over a couple of steps towards left. Moga ready. And the 1-2 pitch to the plate. There goes the runner. Pitches a strike call. The throw to second, and they get the double play. Strike 3 called at the plate, and Krebs thrown out trying to steal is Brian Nilles with a perfect shot down to the bag at second. And so the double play, as the Chiefs turn 1, the Braves have already turned 2. And so, in the third inning, no runs. On 1 hit, no errors because of the caught stealing on the double play. Nobody left on base. And after 2.5, the scoreboard still reads, it's the Braves 1, the Chiefs 1. If you'd like to get more convenience and services from the financial institution you choose, think Second First. The Old Second National Bank can provide you with extensive financial services as well as the ultimate in banking convenience. Think Second First. The Old Second National Bank, member FDIC. Garrio's Pizza Villa now has 2 locations. Get that taste of real Italian pizza at Garrio's Pizza Villa, 815 Montgomery Road, or at the new Garrio's Pizza Villa West, 1676 North Randall Road in Aurora. And Aspen Marketing can help you if you are a small business owner and need insurance, or if you are between jobs and need insurance. Aspen Marketing can help you in many ways by providing total financial services. For every financial need, call 897-4466 or stop by Aspen Marketing on West Downer Place in Aurora. Top of the order due up for the Chiefs here in the third inning. Mike Nordengren, Jeff Lipscomb, and Greg Cheyenne in a 1-1 ball game, but the Chiefs getting their run without the benefit of a base hit. With 2 out, nobody out, a walk, a stolen base, a throwing error by the catcher, a hit batsman, and a double steal gave the Chiefs their run in the second inning. Nordengren to start things off, bounced out to the shortstop clear his first time up. Chiefs have banged out 198 hits in their 23 previous ball games. Here's the first pitch. Had to skip rope to get out of the way, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. In 2 innings, Steve Foubert has walked 3 and hit 2 batters. And only some good footwork by Mike Nordengren avoided that one. Here's the 1-0. Sidearm strike, knee-high inside corner, 1-1. Of course, for the time being, since the Chiefs really without a base hit at this point, he is effectively wild. He's got the hitters off stride. They have no idea where the pitch is going to come. 2-1 the count. Right-hander waits, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count of 2-2 was Fulbert that time pulled the string on the sidearm pitch. Tuesday, more college baseball coming your way as the North Central College Cardinals plays host to Illinois Benedictine at 2:30 game time, 2:25. Our broadcast. 2-2 pitch on the way. Sidearm fastball low and away. Count full 3-2. Wednesday, we'll be at East Aurora High School as the Tomcats play host to St. Charles, 3:55. Our broadcast time on Wednesday. 2-2 the count. The pitch to Nordengren. Swung on. Loop towards right. Charging Lewis. He'll have to play it on the hop for the base hit. First hit of the ball game for the Chiefs is Nordengren. Bloops a single to right. And so the batter, now second baseman Jeff Lipscomb. He was hit by a pitch the first go-around. Looked like a line drive in the scorebook, Bill. Hard to tell from this angle. Looked like right fielder Troy Lewis gave up on that one a little bit too soon. He played it on one hop with a bare hand out in right field. Go to first base, the runner back. Nordengren so far on the season with 3 stolen bases. Here's the pitch, misses, there he goes, the throw down, and he is going to be out at second base on a head-first dive. As that time, the shortstop, Clear, was just, he had the ball, was just waiting for Nordengren to come in and slide into the tag. So a caught stealing 2-6, 1 out, nobody on base. And Lipscomb the hitter. The count 1-0. So Steve Fulbert will go back to the windup. So the base runner erased on the caught stealing. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fulbert does have the Waubonsee hitters a little bit off stride with that sidearm delivery, plus the fact he's been all over the place with those pitches. There's a strike and a fastball, knee high, and the count 1-2. Craig Cheyenne, the center fielder, due next. Here's the wind, the 1-2. Up and in, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed it, choked up about 1.5 inches. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went after the sweeping breaking pitch that time. First strikeout for Steve Fulbert. 2 down on the batter, Greg Cheyenne, the center fielder. He walked his first time up. 2 out, nobody on in the last of the 3rd inning, a 1-1 ball game. In our next Waubonsee broadcast, 2 weeks from today when they host Triton. Here's the pitch, punted down the third base line. It's a beauty. The pitcher, Fulbert, will not have a play. That'll be a base hit. Nice bunt down the third base line. The pitcher, Fulbert, barehanded. It juggled a little bit, but still he would not have had a play. Second hit of the inning and of the ball game for the Chiefs. And that'll bring up Dave Blake, who hit a rocket the first time up. The shortstop Clear making a diving catch to his right and turned it into a double play. So Cheyenne on at first. He has good speed as well. Number 2 on the club in stolen bases with 10. So Cheyenne out at first base. As Blake steps up to the plate, the all-time leading home run hitter in Waubonsee Community College baseball history. The pitch, low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike, the count to the left-hand hitter. Here's the stretch. And the 1-0, there goes the runner. The pitch is strike, and it'll be a stolen base for Cheyenne as the catcher, Dury, drops the ball. Stolen base credited since he was on the move at the time. His 11th stolen base of the year. And now Dave Blake has a runner in scoring position to work with, and a count 1 ball, 1 strike. Dave Wagner, the third baseman, due next. Here's the stretch by Fulbert in the pitch. Swung on, high, foul fly down the left field side. It'll be out of play. And the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 1-1 ball game, last of the 3rd. You're in tune to your season ticket for sports, 1280 radio, WMRO, Aurora, Naperville. Steve Klauke with you here at Waubonsee College here in Sugar Grove with all the action of both games of our doubleheader today. Count 1-2. Fulbert, the stretch, the pitch. Strike 3 called inside corner. He had Blake backing away from the plate. Second strikeout of the inning and of the game for Fulbert. And in the third, no runs, 2 hits. No errors, 1 left. After 3, it is still Waubonsee 1 and Blackhawk 1. From vending machines, pool tables, and video games to professional quality food catering, it's Dick's Food and Vending Service. 896-3237 in Aurora. For lighting fixtures, the place to go is Platt Lighting Fixtures, 907 South Union in Aurora. With over 700 light fixtures on display, you're sure to find just the right fixture. Platt Lighting Fixtures is pleased to be bringing you this WMRO sports broadcast. McHugh's is the place for a hearty snack or a man-sized meal. McHugh's Pub Daily Specials are pleasing to the biggest of appetites. Delicious homemade soups, two-fisted sandwiches with all the trimmings, spicy homemade chili, and a lively atmosphere makes McHugh's Pub number 1. McHugh's Pub in the Indian Trail Shopping Center, Aurora. Headed to the 4th inning, and for Blackhawk College, they'll have their 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. Andy Gray, Troy Lewis, and Dave Scudder to face Steve Moga, who so far through 3 innings has allowed 4 hits, 1 run earned. He has struck out 2 and walked 2. 3 inning totals for Blackhawk: 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left. And for Waubonsee, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Andy Gray, the designated hitter, to start things off. He bounced out to the second baseman Lipscomb his first time up. Wind still blowing strong out straight towards left field. Steve Moga, the right-hander, ready. Kicks and delivers, and the breaking ball is a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Right-hand hitter, fairly straightaway stance. Here's the kick and the pitch. This is low, and the count even up to the ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gray waits at the plate as Moga kicks and delivers the 1-1. Fouled off right side. That'll be out of the reach of the first baseman Blake, who is still in play, but he has a long run to go. The ball not quite high enough for Dave Blake to chase it down, and so the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the Chiefs, as we mentioned, 13-10 on the year, with yesterday's doubleheader sweep off to a 2-0 start in Skyway Conference action. One and 2 the count. We're all knotted at 1-1 here in the 4th. Here's the windup. The 1-2 delivery. Curve waved at and missed for strikeout number 3, registered for Steve Moga. 1 down in the Blackhawk 4th, and the batter, right fielder Troy Lewis. Lewis with a single to left field, his first time up. Outfield defense fairly straight away. Right-hand hitter holds that bat down at the air, and the breaking ball is strike called, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Usually when players have 1 glove, it's usually the top hand. He's got it on the bottom hand. And now he lost one to shallow center. Long run, and it's going to drop in front of Greg Cheyenne for a base hit. Shortstop Nichols going out. Center fielder Cheyenne coming in. Neither one coming up with it, and that is hit number 5 now for the Braves. And they'll have a runner at first base and 1 out. And the batter, left fielder Dave Scudder, who ripped a double down the left field line. His first time up as he bounced one in between Dave Wagner and the bag at third. So 1 on, 1 out. Moga yet to have a 3-up, 3-down inning. Same goes for Fulbert. In our doubleheader yesterday, I recall that IIT never, ever held Aurora University down to a 3-up, 3-down inning. Why it took 5.5 hours to play a doubleheader. Here's the stretch, the throw to first base, the runner back in standing up. So 1 on, 1 out. Lewis, the base runner, without a stolen base. Hasn't played that often, though they have much of an opportunity. There's a curveball strike. First Brian Nillis last inning, the way he gunned down pinch runner Bo Krebs give Coach Steve Eckert some second thoughts about sending someone. 0-1 the count. Lewis with the lead off first. Here's the stretch. The runner holds the pitch. Sidearm fastball, strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 to the right-hand hitter. Choked up on that bat handle about an inch or so. The lead off first for Lewis. Here's the stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 4th strikeout for Steve Moga in the ball game. 2 down. Lewis holding at first. The batter, shortstop Kevin Clear. Popped out to Lipscomb at second base his last time up. Although he allowed a base hit in this inning, you can see Steve Moga settling down into a groove. At this point, the same really can't be said for Steve Fobert. Here's the stretch. The delivery. Breaking ball. Swung at and missed. 0-1. Again, clear right over the top of the breaking pitch. 0-1 the count. Clear steps out. Now back in. Holds that bat over the plate. Here's the stretch. Moga delivers. And a curveball strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Outfielder straight away. Blake holding the runner at first base. Here's the stretch and the 2-strike pitch. There he goes. Fastball grounded towards third. Wagner up with it. Has to go across the diamond in time for the out. And that retires the side as Wagner had to throw to first base. Lewis out with the pitch. No chance for the short play at second. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We're at the halfway point of a 7-inning ball game. The score, Waubonsee 1 and Blackhawk 1. Make your banking a convenience at the Gary Wheaton Bank of Fox Valley. Open more hours, more days than any other bank around. The Gary Wheaton Bank of Fox Valley, located in the mall, member FDIC. AT&T is designed to serve your needs better and more efficiently. They hope you will continue to let them meet your communications needs, as they have for more than a century. AT&T, your communications company. And Northgate Sports has a new location at Northgate Shopping Center, and they also have a large selection of sportswear for both men and women. They also have a large selection of heavyweight sweat clothing, youth through double extra large sizes. Also available in 9 colors. Northgate Sports in Aurora's Northgate Shopping Center. We go now to the bottom of the 4th inning. Dave Wagner down Heath and Brian Nillis, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, coming to bat in a 1-1 ball game. 1 run, 2 hits for the Chiefs. 1 run, 5 hits for Blackhawk. Wagner walked his first time up. Right-hander Steve Fobert delivers, and it's outside, ball 1. Again, at last check, midway through the first period, the Blackhawks and the Blues are scoreless at the stadium. Here's the wind, the pitch. A little bit low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Steve Fobert, the right-hander, gets his sign from Rick Dury, the 2-0. Little bit outside, ball 3. 3-0 the count. In 3 innings, Fobert has walked 3, hit 2 batters, and given up 2 base hits. Here's the wind, the 3-0 pitch. Fastball strike at the knees, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Don Heath, the DH, due next. Here's the wind and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield straight away. Here's the windup and the payoff pitch. Wagner takes ball 4, just a little bit outside again. Steve Fobert and Rick Dury, the battery, both thought strike 3 call. Instead, it is the 4th walk issued by Steve Fobert. And so, for the 3rd time in 4 innings, the Chiefs have their leadoff man on. Here's Don Heath, the DH, grounded into a double play his last time up as he hit a hard shot towards third that Mark Burrow was able to scoop and turn into a double play. Some action down the right field line now for Blackhawk in their bullpen. Here's the pitch, and Heath takes low, ball 1. That might be Dan White, if I believe that's an 18 down there. in the right field bullpen for Blackhawk. 1-0 the count. Here's the stretch. And the 1-0 swing and a foul tip into the glove of catcher Rick Dury, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Bottom of the fourth inning in a 1-1 ball game. Chiefs, with a victory, will tie a school record of 10 consecutive wins set 11 years ago. 1-1 pitch inside corner for a strike above the knees, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Holbert looks in, gets his sign. The stretch, the pitch. Popped up, first base side. The wind may keep it in play. Rick Dury, the catcher, does have a play, reaches out and makes the catch. Heath fouls out to the catcher, Dury. 1 down in the fourth inning. Wagner, of course, holding at first base. And the batter, catcher Brian Nilles. He walked his first time up. And Scott Kawall came in to run for him, and he eventually scored on the front end of a double steal. So Wagner at first with 1 down. Holbert looks to his catcher for the sign, and the pitch on the way. Fastball misses down a little low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Holbert to the waist, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count evens at 1-1. Came up empty on a fastball. Again, Wagner with the lead off first. Here's the 1-1. Took a little bit off. Pitch inside a ball. The throw to second base. And safe with the stolen bases, Dave Wagner, as he comes in with a head-first dive. And for Dave Wagner, that is just his second stolen base of the year. But now the Chiefs have the go-ahead run in scoring position. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Holbert ready. Dury with a sign. The target, and the 2-1 pitch to Nilles. Low, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Chris Hess, the right fielder, due next. Wagner, the runner at second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will fill the count at 3-2. That one looked like it would have been ball 4. But Nilles unable to lay off the low fastball. So the count still at 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, Neb foul down the third base side. On a cool day like this, Dave Randall making the wise play and letting that one go. So the count stays full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Dan White warming up down the right field side. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, deep short, and it's booted up there by Clear. Here comes the runner on third, Wagner. He's going to score. As the throw is late, now the throw back to second base, and they get Nilles. And Dave Randall can't believe it, but the run scores. It's a 2-1 ball game. As Nilles hit one deep into the hole, Clear tried to backhand it, could not get it. And so, Nilles is retired, but it's a 2-1 ball game. And the batter is Chris Hess. Second error of the ball game against Blackhawk. First pitch to Chris Hess is high and away for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Swing and a pitch about ankle high, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike, the count to Hess. Here's the wind by Fulbert, the pitch on the way. Strike called outside corner above the knees, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out. A run in, the Chiefs with a 2-1 lead. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is strikeout number 3 for Steve Fulbert, but the Chiefs take the lead. On a run, no hits, an error, nobody left. At the end of 4, it's Waubonsee 2 and Blackhawk 1. If you'd like to get more convenience and services from the financial institution you choose, think Second First. The Old Second National Bank can provide you with extensive financial services as well as the ultimate in banking convenience. Think Second First. The Old Second National Bank. Member FDIC. Garrio's Pizza Villa now has 2 locations. Get that taste of real Italian pizza at Garrio's Pizza Villa, 815 Montgomery Road, or at the new Garrio's Pizza Villa West, 1676 North Randall Road in Aurora. And commercial time during these games is the sole property of the Stevens Broadcasting Company and the members of our Sports Posters Association. For information concerning advertising rates and availability, call WMRO at 851-0100. We go down to the top of the 5th inning. Mark Zwicker, Mark Burl, and Jeff Appleman, the first baseman, coming up. Top of the order. As it's a 2-1 ball game now. The Chiefs with the lead. Steve Moga working with the lead for the first time in the ball game. Zwicker to start it off has walked and scored and also grounded back to the pitcher, Moga. With the score 2-1, Moga delivers the first pitch inside and low, 1-0. Here's the wind, the pitch low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes to Zwicker, starting off the 5th in a 2-1 ball game. The Chiefs have the lead. Right-hander Steve Moga looking in, gets his sign, the 2-0 on the way. Ground ball right side, Lipscomb on the second bounce has it. Over to first, 1 away. So Zwicker is retired, 1 up, 1 down in the Blackhawk 5th. And the batter is third baseman Mark Burrow. He has struck out and bounced back to the mound. He's 0 for 2. 1 run, 5 hits for the Braves. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Chiefs. Ironically, each inning in which the Chiefs scored their 2 runs, they did so without the benefit of a base hit. Pitch shares a strike called to Mark Burrow, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Moga winds and delivers. Curveball waved out and missed, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Moga looks in, gets his sign. Here's the wind and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. Strikeout number 5 for Steve Moga, 4 of them coming in the last 2 innings. 2 down to the batter, first baseman Jeff Appleman. 1 for 2. Singled in the first, popped out to the first baseman Blake in the third. So Steve Moga, as I said earlier, looks like he's in a real groove now. There's a swing and a miss, 0-1 on a fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Moga kicks and fires, curveball, loop. First baseman Blake waiting, makes the catch on the pop-up, and that retires the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Moga, his first. After 4.5, it is still Waubonsee 2, Blackhawk 1. Jono's Trophy Shop at 1804 East New York Street in Aurora is your headquarters for Chicago Bears clothing. They have a large supply of T-shirts, jackets, and Bears hats, so hurry on out before it's too late. That's Jono's Trophy Shop at 1804 East New York Street in Aurora. If you have problems with your plumbing system, or if you can't get enough hot water for your shower, you need to call Kuhn Plumbing and Heating Supplies. They can do the work, or you can do it yourself. Either way, you'll get quality service and special prices from Kuhn Plumbing and Heating Supplies, 65 Washington Street in Oswego. And Otzelnu's Pizza, crispy crust, covered with their specially spiced pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, and your choice of ingredients, all served piping hot. Or you can take it home frozen to cook when you want. And don't forget Otzelnu's 7-inch individual pizza. Otzelnu's Pizza Pub on North Farnsworth in Aurora, in the Valley Shopping Center on Route 64 in St. Charles, and on Route 34 in Plano. And Home Health, Car and Business. You will receive personal attention for your total insurance needs with Fraser and Evans Insurance, 70 South River Street in Aurora. Going to the bottom of the fifth inning, it'll be Jim Nichols, Mike Nordengren, and Jeff Lipscomb coming to bat, the 9-1 and 2 hitters for Dave Randall's batting order. They've completed one period of play at the stadium this afternoon. The Blackhawks lead the St. Louis Blues 1-0. Again, the Hawks need a victory for first place. A tie will give them second. A loss would put them in third. Steve Forbert, the tall, slender right-hander with a sidearm delivery, fires a strike on the outside corner to Jim Nichols, 0-1. Nichols flied out to left field his first time up. 2-1 ball game. Chiefs with a lead with single runs in the second and the fourth. There's a pitch missing outside, 1-1. Blackhawks scored their run in the top half of the first inning. Here's the line, the 1-1. High fly ball, right center field. Drifting over is Mark Zwicker. He's there and he makes the catch. As the Blackhawks center fielder had no trouble gauging that fly ball. One down in the fifth inning. And the batted leadoff hitter, Mike Nordengren. He's 1 for 2, single to right his last time up. First of what has been 2 hits so far for the Chiefs. Nordengren's bloop single to right, and Greg Chione's bunt single down the third baseline. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch, fastball a little inside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Forbert looks in, gets his sign from Dury. The pitch on the way. Strike, knee high on the inside corner, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeff Lipscomb, the second baseman, due next. 1-1 pitch on the way. Another sidearm fastball, a little inside. That time, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Again, as I mentioned earlier, with the gold and black uniforms, the tall, lanky right-hander, that motion reminds you a lot of Kent Tekulve as the pitch is fouled off the glove of the catcher, Dury. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Although Forbert has been all over the place with his control today, he has walked 4 and hit 2 batters. 2-2 pitch on the way. Popped up first base side. There'll be a play in foul territory for Jeff Appelman, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Nordengren pops out to Appelman in foul territory. 2 up, 2 down in the chief half of the fifth inning. And the batter is second baseman Jeff Lipscomb. He was hit by a pitch in the first, struck out swinging in the third. So he is officially 0 for 1. Chiefs looking for their 14th win of the year overall against 10 defeats, but they are undefeated since coming back from their spring trip, and they have won 9 in a row, all 7 games up north, plus the last 2 on their trip. And there's a pitch missing a ball, 1-0. 1-0, the count to Jeff Lipscomb. Took that 2-0. Right-hander winds and delivers. There's a pitch a little inside. Two out, nobody on base. Right-hand hitter waiting. Forbert winds and fires low for ball 4. So the walk number 5 issued by Steve Forbert. Runner at first base, 2 out, and the batter is center fielder Greg Chione. Walked into the first, laid down a beautiful bunt for a base hit in the third. Two out, the runner at first base. Here's the stretch. Chione shows bunt. There goes the runner. The throw down, and he is going to be out at second base. A perfect strike from catcher Rick Dury to the shortstop clear covering, and that retires the side as Dury has come up throwing strong a couple of times here today. In the inning, no runs, no hits, and with the caught stealing after the walk, nobody left on base. After 5 full innings of play, it's Waubonsee 2 and Blackhawk 1.